Welcome to the Tippie podcast. We got a special guest this afternoon. Who my guest is, my dog?
You already know it's your boy Papa Duck.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Papa Duck in the building. Oh, man.
Mm-hmm.
They've been asking for you, dog.
Oh, yeah.
How the ride was coming down here?
Hey, man. We made it.
Okay, then.
You know what I'm saying? So, we moving and grooving. Definitely getting to it.
Papa Duck, we're going to have to take it on bite, dog.
Yeah.
They want to know because they knows it. Where is Papa Duck from?
I'm from Belle, Glade.
Okay, then.
Belle, Glade, Palm Beach County. Y'all already know what it is.
And they wanted to know, too, Papa Duck, did you play any sports growing up, going to school in Belle Glade?
Basketball. I gave up basketball for music, man, honestly. I turned my shoes in and ain't looked back. So, matter of fact, my son play now. So, when I leave here, we going to check him out, you know what I'm saying? So, that shit is in the,
And what position did you play, Papa Duck?
Forward, power forward.
Okay, then.
A lot of people don't know I'm 6'3", you know what I'm saying? A lot of people I meet, they think, I don't know why they think I'm short, but nah, I was 6'3".
Before music, you got to let us know, who did you listen to growing up?
Oh, I'm old school, man. I grew up listening to Dungeon Family, Outkast, 8 Ball. You know what I'm saying? Who are? Them dudes there. You know what I'm saying? That's why that's just something that to me was my introduction into this shit. Them niggas really made me want to get into music. You know what I'm saying? So
you got more, son. You about to say some more now?
But now, them boy there. I mean, listening to them, like I'm a real music head. You know what I'm saying? I don't like a lot of motherfuckers. They just, I could tell you who the niggas who they were signed to, who did the production. You know what I'm talking about? What label I could tell you all that. I was a real music head. You know what I'm saying? From Swab House, Tony Draper, and all them boys. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about it, I've gotten the opportunity to work with some of them. So it's all good.
And Papa Duck, they wanted to know, was Papa Duck your first rap name?
First rap name? Actually, it wasn't, man. They used to call me Hollywood in the streets.
Okay,
so
then.
The nigga we signed, I signed my first deal. I signed for $7,000.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Just being real. But his name was Hollywood too. So he came to a point where he was like, "Hey man, either you gonna change your name or change my name." And it was with Decca Records for all that follow the history. So I like, fuck it, I go with my childhood name, Papa Duck, which was a good move because I knew I could market that name. So we took that name to where it's at.
Okay, then.
So that's facts.
They wanted to know because they know the Papa Duck. Who was doing music that made you say, "Let me give this music a shot or a try"?
Around me locally? Or,
yes.
I mean, honestly, bro, I just was in love with music, period. You know what I'm saying? All the niggas that dropped music at the time, I had to have it. I'm listening to it. I would just, that shit consumed me, bro. Like, it was like a drug. You know what I'm saying? So it really wasn't nobody locally that really made me say, this is what I want to do. I already knew what I wanted to do. Okay. I'm just going to be real.
So let us know now. What song it was that you dropped in the hood that made the label, that first label you say that signed you? When did that
man, we had them hood classics. Muck City. We dropped one called Muck City. And let me see. Excuse me.
No, you good.
Muck City was like one of the hood. I ain't gonna lie, we got so many, like Belle Glade, we got so many hood hits from Muck City, Yard from God, Shake the Shit, really that whole little Rock Dog album, you know what I'm saying?
So let us know though, Papa Duck, who were you doing music with at that time? Were you a solo artist or you was a group?
When I first started out, it was about 8 of us.
Remember the name?
Big Wee, T-Rock, Rod, who else? Kiki, Isaac. Who else was in that motherfucker?
And everybody was in the group.
We was kind of like clicked up, you could kind of say. But we was me and Big Wee was a group, and there was a solo artist here, there, whatever. But we all was together at that time. and that just what it was when the shit first kicked off. You know what I'm saying? And when that happened, we basically let me see. Yeah, boy, you taking me back, boy.
Oh yeah, we going back.
We going back. But basically, the actual studio we had was at what they call Finney Shop. Mr. Lester Finney, he had a studio there. So when that kind of went down, we had to get come up with our own equipment. So I took my school clothes money. Then when I was in Palm Beach, I was staying in Palm Beach at the time. I took my school clothes money and bought my first keyboard from American Pond, $400.
Okay, then.
Dude wanted 418 tax. I said, I ain't got no tax. You feel me? All I got is this. Take it or leave it. He took it. I bought that. Then I had got this. I got a Mac. It was $50 from pawn shop. I had to wait 30 days for it to clear. So when them 30 days was up, I rode my bicycle to go get that bitch. I still don't know how I got that bitch back to the crib. Mac, and I bought a mixer. My mama bought a mixer for me for $50 from DJ Hatchet, ugly ass mixer. And I had a receiver and the speakers. And before I know it, I was at the crib making beats.
Oh, so you was a producer too?
Oh yeah. I was kind of forced to be a producer.
Why you say you was forced to be a producer?
Because at the time, I was the one that got all the equipment back up. And by me having it, I'm just ready to get home from school so I can fuck with
Play
it.
with it, yeah.
You feel me? So one thing turned to another, and then that's how I became a producer.
Okay.
A lot of people don't know that. But yeah.
So now you doing your thing. So when did you say, you know what, I'm about to be a solo artist? How did it end up happening?
Solo artist. Basically, bro, when you going through shit, you gonna see who gonna take that shit the extra mile. And I say out of all of us, we all spread it our own way. But I did my thing, they did their thing, basically. And shit, I just kept going, bro. Like, I just was the type of nigga, man, I just don't take no for no answer. You know what I'm saying? I just really wanted the shit. So at that time, we was doing, we did the mixtape, Gator Music. Shouts out to my big bro, Jay. He already know who he is. He like to stay on the ground, but he know who he is. But when we did that was my time to shine to say, could I be a solo artist? So when we did the mixtape, man, we killed that mixtape, man. We fucked that mixtape.
Any features on that mixtape?
Actually, we ain't got no features on there. It was just us, at the crib coming up with a fire mixtape, and it was competitive, but all us brothers, you know what I'm saying? We all bros, me, Big Wee, and Jay. And when I did that mixtape and it hit the way it hit, shit, the rest history.
Yeah, and what did y'all do to promote though? Cause at that time, it ain't no internet. You can't just put a drop in.
Exactly.
So let us know what did y'all do to get the music out there?
We basically, man, we fuck with all the DJs, anybody that had clubs, whatever, and we put that bitch out. We pressed up. You get what I'm saying? Like we hit the ground running. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell a lot of niggas, man, the shit. If we had the internet back then, shit, it should have been a whole nother ball game. But it still is though. Okay, so ain't no pressure.
So let us know now that after that mixtape, what was the next journey? What was going on next after y'all?
Honestly,
yes.
Next after that, once I realized I could do this shit on my own, I'm gonna be real. I told the Source magazine this story.
How you end up even being in the Source magazine? Let us know about that though.
Just grinding, doing my thing. They reached out
from that last mix to the one y'all dropped. Right?
Well, it was later on in my in my career. But they reached out and we did it. You know what I'm saying? I actually been in that bitch a couple times.
Okay then.
So, but when I first did it, that was the first time I told the story. Actually, what happened after we did that mixtape? Me and my baby mama got into it, right? Man, we got into it so bad. I ain't gonna lie. She had me what she wanted to have me. You know what I'm talking about? You know how that shit go. You going through what you going through. The shit was so fucked up at the time, bro. I ain't gonna even lie. I say, fuck it. I'm finna haul ass. I hauled ass, bro. I left Belle, Glade and went to Orlando. You feel me? And honestly, that was the best move I could have made, dog.
Why you say that, though?
Because if I wouldn't have went to Orlando, I wouldn't have did what I set out to do. That shit, that's where the aggravation come. I took T.I. motivation and made it aggravation. It was a child support song. That shit went.
Can you remember?
Fuck boy.
What's that?
You feel me?
So you say you did T.I.
Yeah.
And so you did the fuck boy over there too?
Yeah. Well, I took T.I. Motivation.
Yeah, remixed it,
made Aggravation, a child support song.
Yeah.
I was just taking all my frustration out on the records. You feel me? And at that time, when she ran me out the city, I ain't gonna even, I'm gonna keep it a buck.
What you mean you felt like she
man,
ran
I
you
was
out
like,
the city?
fuck it, I'm out of here. She had me nose wide open. I'm like, man, we going through shit. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gone. And that was the best move I could have made, dog. I wouldn't change it for shit.
So now you out there, you done dropped the T.I. you know, remix. What's the next banger you dropped?
We did. I did Fuck Boy.
Now slow down. Now fuck boy. Who produced that? We can't skip through that. You know that's a legendary Florida song. Don't do it like that now.
Fuck Boy was a song produced by Slay Boogie.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? He from the crib. Shouts out to Belle, Glade, Side Bay. Slay did that, and just one day I walked in the studio. He was playing the beat, and I was like, "Who that shit for?" He was like, "Man, shit, well, you know, whatever." I was like, "If I can get it, let me get it." I jumped on it right then and the rest is history.
But I'm saying, but what made you come on there like that? Let us know what
honestly,
you think.
man.
What was going through you at the time that made you just come on like that? You feel me? It sound like a hood Bible when you listen to that thing.
That shit real, cause it's like just talked about a lot of things that went on, like a lot of shit I went through with niggas. You know what I'm saying? Cause like I say, at that time, when I left Belle Glade with Orlando, I'm fearless. I know what it feel like to be fearless, meaning I don't care about nothing. We coming to the hood, we passing out CDs. I'm fucking with all the street niggas, the gang members. It don't matter. And the only thing I feared was was that I didn't feel nothing. If you get what I'm saying. But when you go through shit, bro, you just get to that point. You like, fuck it.
Okay, then.
My nigga, whatever. It's up from here. So that's basically what I did, man. So every record I just went in, bro. You go back and listen to that mixtape, which is self-titled, popped up.
Okay.
And then we had Bigger Rankin do the he remixed it, and he jumped on that
time too, Doug. How it was to get Bigger Rankin, because that was not no easy thing getting ranking at that time.
Nah, it was.
You gotta be plugged in. So let us know
when I moved to the O, my partner John, if everybody know John that passed.
You be saying it in the songs.
Yeah, that's my partner. Got tattooed on me. Yeah, shouts out to John, man, cause one for that dude, bro. But anyway, you know what I'm saying. We went and John had a plug with one of our other partners up there, and he knew Bigger, so he sided up. We met Bigger in Daytona. Okay. Right. Man. We pull up, get with Bigger. We chop it up. All I did was hand it Bigger the mixtape. Right? On God. Before I made it back to Orlando. Before we got back to Orlando, he called. He gave us the price what he gonna charge us. Okay, we ready. We gonna run it.
Well, he called.
But when he called us, I'm doing this bitch for free.
Oh no!
Man, I swear.
Ranking.
On John.
Damn.
And it was back then. When Bigger heard the music, he said, I'm doing it for free. And shouts out to Bigger, because Bigger never charged me for a mixtape. We always got money together.
Oh, man.
Never charged me for a mixtape. Actually got mad because I didn't do a mixtape with him one time. But I ain't gonna say he personally got mad, but I kind of felt like he felt like we. But
even though that's getting off subject, we're gonna go back to the main set. But then why you ain't get on it though? Why?
Nah, it was just
busy at that time?
At that time we just moving. Yeah. I just left Bigger, man, like 2 months ago in the A, so that's still pop.
So we bring it on back. So now we turning So what songs? What couple songs on that mixtape with when Rankin came and hosted?
I mean, he basically I just added a couple of new songs, but it was still the T.I. one, the Fuck Boy, the Good Pussy, which I did with Trina.
Oh yeah, let's talk about Good. That's another big record too.
Yeah, that's a big record.
I'm
gonna tell you a story too about that, man.
Like you ever got any comparisons with that track?
With that song? Yeah, man. I've always got compared to Plies.
That's what. I ain't Tippie Toes knows it. Since you said it, now we gonna say. I ain't want to say it all.
No, it's all love. So I mean, I'm from Belle Glade. He from 4 Mile.
Okay,
you know
then what you mean?
Shit ain't nothing but an hour some away. You know, shouts out to P. Man, I got a lot of shit we can talk about. But with that record, right? It's facts. When I did the Good Pussy record, we throw Trina on that bit.
Okay.
Shouts out to Trina, man. That's my dog. You feel me? Always love. Ted Lucas, Slip and Slide. Ted wanted to sign me in exchange for the record. To get a Trina. At the time, it was my hottest record. Like, you know, one of my hottest records. Yeah. So I remember Ted. He had the mixtape too. I remember Ted catching the flight to go see the fight, Floyd fight at the time. And he hit me up. Like, I like the record, you know. Woo. He wanted to sign me with a Slim Side, but he wanted, you know, in exchange for the record. So I was like, well, if I do that, will you keep me on the record? And he was like, he didn't want to keep me on the record. He wanted to make it Trina record. So I was just like, I had to respectfully turn that down. You know what I'm saying? So
what he was gonna do with the record, like use your lyrics, like break it down to when
I think he was going. I just think he was gonna let Trina get it for one of her singles. I think, you know what I'm saying. So I was just like, if you'd have kept me on the record, I would have did it. You know, I probably would have worked something out or work it out how, you know. But he wanted to take me off the record. I just couldn't give up my hottest record. So
this is one of the questions: do you ever regret making that move, or you like
Nah, I don't.
Okay, then.
Honestly, that's just one of the moves I don't, and I respect Ted for that. But it was just a move I had to make. You know what I'm saying?
So now let us know, like, was there any controversy between you and Plies
back
then? You feel me? Because it seemed like, you feel me?
Nah, ever. I remember P used to go on the road, man. He used to hit me up. Like, bro, I'm finna go over here I'm finna go to Melbourne. I'm finna go to Coco. You know, you want to jump on? Like, he literally used to hit me up. I come, you know, he'll let me open up for him. His brother tried to sign me from prison at one point. Plies' brother. We used to talk. We just chop it up. Alex at the time from Slip and Slide was kind of like the liaison between the two parties, and it was just a conflict, I think, with Alex. You know what I'm saying? Because when we all on the phone, it's one thing, but when Alex called and talked to me, it's something different. I don't know if he was hating. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but at the time, like I say, he was, you know, he was definitely trying to get at me. Big Gates, so shots out the Gates. And but now me and Plies never had no issue ever.
Okay,
ever.
Then, okay, then, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, the shit, I'm literally a platinum artist, a platinum producer because of him.
What song was that?
That was the intro he did on the first album. It went platinum.
What intro that was on your?
That was yeah, I did the intro on his first album with Atlantic Records.
For the people that don't know what song that is,
I think it's just called Intro on the Real Nigga Bible.
Okay then.
So I produced the first track on that. So me and P, we always been good. You know, we ain't never had. I've had a lot of people try to come and make me do, but I ain't that type of nigga, man. I respect a nigga, dog. You feel me? Man. I respect how a nigga eat and how he get it. I mean, that man ain't never had no issues. And even if he ever told me no on some shit, or that's just, I don't base that off of that. You know what I'm saying? You never know what a nigga going through. But we never had no beef, bro. To this day, always been tight.
And Papa Duck, before we leave out of Florida, I got some, you know, some ATL questions, but I got one more, you know, crib question. Did you ever got comparison to you and Triple J?
Yeah, I've got comparison to that.
Is that just how the crib was sounding at that time?
Me and Trip, man, we like brothers. You know what I'm saying? I actually, thanks to Trip, he helped me catapult my career from a local level. Yeah. Trip used to come to my crib. I had Trip at my crib in Belle, Glade. You get me? I produced songs for Trip. I produced songs for
so you
shit, man. I had all them boys. Come on, man.
Oh man.
Bro, I done produced songs for down there everybody in Palm Beach County. Even Shife. Shife my dog. Now Shife one of the biggest producers now. I actually produced for Shife, which is an honor. Okay. Shife over there with I think he's still over there with Khaled. Shife the one that did a whole gang of shit. The going down in the DM with Gotti. He did a lot of shit for Trip. He did shit for Jeezy. Man, shots out to Shife, man. Shife always been 100. That's my motherfucking dog.
And for me, from being on this side, not knowing like you and Trip, who's rapping first though?
Trip.
Okay. So
Trip. Trip was the king of Palm Beach County. I can't take that from him. Okay. Then. And one of the hardest artists I've ever heard. Just to be compared to him is an honor for me. But like I said, we like brothers. I mean, sit on the phone, talk to that bitch, go dead. Like that's me and Trip ain't never had no issue ever. I look at him like a big brother. He know that.
Okay then.
Like he know that.
And I don't want to come out and let me know which way to come first. Was the track with Gucci, Boosie? Which one came out first so I can talk about it the right way?
I did that shit with Gucci first.
Gucci. Yeah. So let us know how that came about, that cocaine money though. Do you know it's gonna be big like that? I think that's what got you like getting shows Alabama out of Florida.
Oh yeah, move. Actually, I get. Well, yeah. That definitely my bad. I might be wrong. No, I'm gonna tell you what happened. We definitely did it with Gucci. With Alabama. I remember one time it was Thanksgiving.
Okay then.
So my partner Pito at the time, Pito was like, we all in the garage, we just talking. Pito just came in that bitch, went to grabbing all kind of promotional shit, CDs, posters, everything we had. He said, man, I'm finna hit it. Okay, he said, wherever this gas run out at, that's where I'm gonna be. So we like, okay, man, whatever. He, you know, Pito jumped in the truck. I don't remember who else went with him, but he ended up in Mobile, Alabama.
Okay then.
And when them niggas went and took that same mixtape with the fuck boy out went, bruh, it was over.
So they were feeling that fuck boy over there too.
Oh man. Listen, my first show out of state, my first $10,000 show was in Mobile, Alabama. Yeah.
Let us know how it felt though, man. Being from the crib, man.
Bruh,
10,000. It
felt real good, cause when there was a strategy. I've always been a smart motherfucker when it comes to this shit. Now that we see, we had to leave though. You feel me? That's one thing.
What made you take that chance? Cause a lot of artists scared though.
A lot of them scared.
Do that though. What made you? Man, I'm talking about, especially at that time, to take a chance like that.
Yeah.
What made you?
Honestly,
go out there
my
like
dog Pito, man, when he went out there, and he, I'm talking about when he went out there, he sold all the CDs. I'm sending him 1,000 CDs, 1,000 bitches pulling up buying 2 and 3. Oh man, the bitch stole it, bitch scratched my shit. So by the time they flooded that city,
that was that dope then.
That was that, bro.
You brought that dope over there.
Yo, that was him. By the time they booked me, Club Miami. By the time they booked me, 10 bands, I go up there, bro. When I pull up to the city, no lie, they had to put a towel over my head and bring me through the back door.
Damn.
Now I'm already got 15 niggas with me from the crib. We coming.
Damn.
I happened to just take the towel off and look back. Dog, it had to every bit to be 60 people behind me trying to get in that bitch. It was sold out capacity. I'm talking about it was flipped. Mobile, Alabama changed my life.
See, they don't really know too. A lot of people don't know you. Like you went hard for the Haitians too now, though.
Oh, of course. Matter of fact, I got a show in Mobile coming up now. We just got booked. We just got booked in Mobile for New Year's. But yeah, for the Zoes, you know, we was selling Haitian flags up there for $200 a piece.
No,
man, ain't no Haitian flags up there, bro. Man, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna be honest. Man, them folk embraced us like on some real shit. I'm talking about I could pull up to their mammy house and eat fish and grits, bro, and talk like we knew each other. I fought with so many people out there, bro, it's a shame. From Mississippi, Alabama, Louisiana, Carolina, Georgia, nigga, Arkansas. We done touched all this shit. But it's a beautiful thing because the vibe was just, I done had issues in the club, but never to the point where a nigga just on some, it was just all love, bro.
But you gotta let us know though, Papa Duck, at that time, you know, getting these verses, was it not even expensive? Was it expensive? Because I know back then music was more expensive back then. Was it like as far as
what it was, dog? There was a relationship.
Yeah.
And then I'm being booked like I'm on the road with Boosie.
Yeah.
If I'm on the road with Boosie,
let us know about that. How that Boosie used. So you been on the road with Boosie?
Plenty, man. We done did plenty shows.
Let us know the first time you ended up being on the road with Boosie.
The first time, to be honest, dog, I don't even remember the first time.
So much you can't remember.
The first time, but
let us know when you remember.
We was in. I remember we had done a couple shows together, and then we was in Jacksonville, and we was in the same hotel and everything. So we like, well, shit, man, just respectfully, man, we got to get one in.
Okay,
and this shit just, you know, it went down. We went and recorded in the studio together. It's online. You can go online right now, check it out. It's online.
That money.
Money.
Yeah, I already know. Money. Nah, that what you mean already.
Money.
Yeah.
And so, it back then, it was just genuine relationship. It's just like if a nigga from Louisiana always booked on the road with me, I got to embrace him. Because I see what he doing. And wasn't on that internet shit back then. It wasn't like how it is now.
Like you really had to be networking and like really.
Yo, you had to be moving.
Like going to holler at you, feel me? They on the feel me? So let's talk about RickRoss, that Florida boy though.
Florida boy. I do Florida boy, the record, Florida boy. We was in Miami, right? And we had to go to Atlanta that next day. So we trying to kill time and shit before we fly out. Fuck around and went to Dave and Buster. Now, no, I've been New Ross before then, but we just wasn't as close like that. But we knew about each other. We done ran across each other. Okay, we go to Dave and Buster. He in there with his son. You know, what's up? We chop it up fat because we call him Fat Boy. If you know him, you know him. You call him Fat Boy.
I heard that's the name.
What's up? We chop it up, exchange number, fly, go to Atlanta. I had just did the record a couple days before, so I was like early that morning. I remember like it was yesterday, bro. Early that morning, I was in the back of the house. They got a bunch of deers and shit up there. You know, we from Florida. We fucking with the deers and shit. So we like back there, just like, damn, who we could put on the record? I'm like, shit, man, I'm gonna hit Fat Boy, see what he say. Bruh, no lie. Text Fat Boy, woo de woo. Fat Boy text me back the email. Sent him the record. He sent me back the record in 2 days. And on John ain't changed nail quarter. And shot the video with me in Orlando. And shots out to Ace Hood because he jumped on the remix. You feel me? So
what was the relationship with Ace Hood too?
Man, Ace a good nigga, man. Never had no issue with him. Kinko, never had no issues with him. You know what I'm saying? I love his energy. I love how he moved respectfully. We did like a small little tour together. We was in Ocala, you know, different spots. I did a little tour with Ross too. Like when that Hustling first jumped out there, we did Ocala, a couple other spots. So that's just where the mutual love and respect came from. We ain't have no label, nothing behind us. We was doing our own shit. We was just some Zoes running around. Woo, woo, woo. It's just respect, you know.
Since you talking about that, so let's talk about that Lambo life, man. The nigga getting 5 stacks at the door. They wearing, you feel? Let them know about that.
Yeah,
let them know.
Lambo life, man.
How that came about? How they put all y'all on that thing, though?
Shots out to Troy to the Vent. At the time, Troy to the Vent was with Slip and Slide. I fought with everybody on the record, from Bird, Mike Bless. Matter of fact, if y'all pay attention to Country Wayne, if you see the skits he doing, Mike, that's on them skits, the bald head red guy, that's Mike Bless that was on the record with us.
Okay, yeah.
That's running around with Country Wayne. Shouts out to Country Wayne. Shouts out to Mike Bless, whole Pensacola. But Troy to the Vent put that together. He got the record. He pulled me in. You know, I fought with Brish. Man, Brish that did a song together down a couple months ago with CP Hollywood. So I got one with Briscoe as soon as he jumped out. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Brish. So me, Briscoe, Iceberg, Frank Lenny, that's my dog, and Mike Bless. You know what I'm saying? So Troy to the Vent put that together, and we I remember when we shot the bitch, man. I had my donk down there in Miami. Bird, I ain't gonna lie, Bird pulled that motherfucking thing out. That goddamn damn what Bird had. Bird had that motherfucking that Camaro.
Yeah. And that was new too.
Yeah, he was new.
Bird really put Camaro on the scene down here for us.
He did.
Yeah.
Shouts out to Bird for that. Bird pulled that, but they ain't know I had the donk.
Okay then.
No.
Original.
I said I'm finna go pull. I had to check out that cannon on, put them things on there. My little Zoe nigga, he was. I'm talking about that nigga chunking anything on his thing. Well, I put anything on anything. 28, 32. He don't give a fuck. Okay, boom. Go down there. I'm finna pick that bitch up, man. I caught that bitch up. We coming out the gate with it. That bitch cut off.
No. World
so
star.
Come to find out, my damn fuel pump went out.
Yeah.
I say, kiss my ass. I was so hot, cause I ain't gonna lie. That video was so intense.
Damn.
We shot it in Rolex. We had to lie to the people on the next location, cause there was so many people following us to shoot that bitch. But no matter, I don't know how they find out, bro. We would pull up in the scene, in the street. They there.
Okay.
So.
Then.
Yeah, man, shouts out to them boys for that, man. People still ask me about that song to this day.
No, it's that phone too, man. Yo, you went in on that thing too.
Yeah, that's that fire.
So let us know what's some stuff you done they don't seen happen on the stage or on the show you could, you feel me? Like, oh man, that was off the chain.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. Alabama, Mobile. We in the club, man, they been wall to wall, they been nut to butt. Nigga go shooting that bitch.
No.
Okay, we on stage. We nigga to shoot. My niggas from Alabama, them niggas dove on me. Yeah, dove on me.
Make sure you straight.
Make sure I'm straight.
Dang.
I lost my ring that night, but I ain't even give a fuck. Fuck that ring. That was love right there. Out of everything that could have happened on stage, that was love right there. And that's why I say I forever shot them out. Alabama, period. You know, cause they, like I said, they fed me for a lot of years, and they really they embraced me, bro, and they still do that to this day.
No, you shot though, like because you like one of the first ones, like if not, we feel me, like from back then, start doing shows out of Florida, though?
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, what was the method for that? Because a lot of people never even left Florida or don't even think about leaving Florida.
Oh, man. Like I said, man, if you give me enough time, I'm going to figure it out. Everybody around me know that my saying. When we went to moving around, going to Bama, this is what I did. This was the strategy for y'all that don't know. A lot, man, I done sat down with Trail Entertainment, you know, shouts out to little, you know, Fat Man, rest in peace, little Fat Man. We did a little tour together, me and Fat Man. We linked up in Jacksonville, but we done had sit downs with them. We done had sit downs with different labels just for my street team strategy. You feel me? Just the street team strategy. They want to know how we was moving like that.
Okay, then.
But then what it was, right? I would make the music, right? Got to go hard with that music. You got to cook it up.
You got to bring guys.
You got to cook it up. So once you cook it up, I would press it up, and I send my street team to the city. I'm going to go to the city, and I'm going to meet the DJ. Don't expect the DJ to play my shit or nothing. But I just know we met, we chopped it up, we exchanged numbers. The next conversation we have going to be totally different. I know that. Because when I put these niggas out here, they going to get that bread. They going to sell them CD. I'm talking about bloodhounds. By the time I come, now they calling me for a show. That was the strategy. Send them out there, let them. But the thing was, we didn't just go no anywhere. We went to the club.
Yeah.
That was how we monetized back then. We ain't take no CDs here, over here to the store. No, we went to where the party people were coming in one building. Our strategy was you got to get 3 numbers: DJ number, promoter number, club owner number.
Yeah.
We had a whole rule of that, like whatever city we go in, we know who to fuck with, who to call, and basically that's all it was.
Right.
Once they go there, hit the club, catch that lit out, all they gotta do is hear one song, and we used to put them on that Fuck Boy, Good Pussy. It was over with.
But what it was about y'all that know to do that back then, though. I know you made it sound easy, but goddamn, though.
Man, I'm a hustler, bro. Like at the end of the day, I'm a connected dot type dude. So anybody could have did it. You know what I'm saying? I've even tried to get a lot of artists to come on the road. I've tried to, man. Shouts out to Haitian Baby, man. My dog, he passed. I got him tattooed on my arm, man. Haitian Baby was one of the niggas that when he came to us, you know, we was in Coco. Man, because a lot of niggas used to come to me, man, what's up, man? Let's get on the road. I be like, let's go. Like, you pull my car, I'm going to be like, let's go. Don't never happen. Shit, them niggas used to beat me to the show. Yeah. So when they pull up, now I got some niggas from the crib. I don't care where we going. Oh, yeah, y'all boys great. And the thing I loved about them, they handled them. They kept, they over here, they got they clique. We all together, though. Okay. But Haitian Baby, he handled his clique, I handled mine. But together, we from the crib, man. We Zoes. Man, them niggas went with me everywhere, bro. And it was love, but like I say, anybody could have did it. You know what I'm saying? You could tell a nigga I did ABC, a nigga still gonna do what they gonna do.
Facts.
So that's just that. But it was just a strategy that was known to work. And fast forward, we was the first ones putting CDs in stores, in the corner stores.
How that came about?
Easy, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, man. If I sit down and think, I'm gonna come up with it. We used to order these tiers. I pressed up all my albums, and I went in the areas that where people knew me.
Okay, then.
So when you walk in that bitch, you gotta pop it up, $5 CD. You buy a Dutch, you gonna get one of them CDs.
Okay, then.
I knew that. And a lot of them stores, bro, we used to sell out. As we say, we had a little distribution. So I had one of my niggas, that's what he did. If they call and say that store was out of CDs, he shipped.
Oh man.
So some of them stores, as we passing through, we still stocking them. Some of them bitches will sell out before we leave the city.
Damn.
So we was, man, that shit was easy, bro. You feel me? Long as you got what they want to hear, shit, you can sell that shit. You know what I'm saying? Facts.
And they want to know, since you was a soul, Black Dot was a soul, did you ever, like, what was not a remix? Were you part of the remix or I'm a soul?
Yeah, man. But that Black Dada record, man, shouts out to Dada, man. We did a show in Lauderdale. True story. When I finished, we had a Magnum. We ran in a Magnum. I'll never forget this shit, bro. I jumped in the Magnum out the show. They brought Dada out, because that's when he had just did the record. They wanted me to hit a record. This one of the things I wish I would have did, because they tried to get me on the record. But how I look at it, that wasn't for me. But He did brought it to me. We listened to it. I swear to God, I say that's a hit, bro. That's a hit song, bro. Wanted me to get on the song. We moving. I never got on the song. Song popped off. Now the remix, they did reach out to us for the remix. They had Ross on the Birdman or whatever. But they did come at us for the remix. But that was one of the things that I wish I would have did that I didn't do. But that was for him. That wasn't for me.
Okay, then.
That's how I look at it.
And now, you know, you doing your music, you know. So let us know now, when did it switch up to, I got to start telling these people, I got to start letting these people know, like, the shit going wrong out here. I got to start letting these people how to eat right, talk right, certain stuff that's going on out here.
I mean, fast forward, I really been on that shit, like, since I was 14. Like, the big homies put us on that shit when we was young. So I already knew a lot of shit. Like, people hear me talk about it now. We been on that shit. We been doing shit at the crib. We been doing, like, going to the city commissioner meetings. We coming in that bitch like soldiers. They hate to see us coming because we trying to see what's happening. We go in that bitch. We make them cut the grass at the park. We make them put nets up. We make them paint. We made them. We find all the A-Route stores and shit that we had them sex books and shit where the jits can walk in and see that shit. You got to move all that.
Damn.
So we in our hood. We really like we coming at their ass. Yo, the road fucked up, man. We need that fixed. But the thing about it, gonna take everybody to come do that, because if everybody ain't woofing about it, they ain't gonna do shit.
So you have to get that, people could get that fixed then.
Of course.
You know, people don't know that. We just see the hole, you just think it's just there.
No. Go to the white folk neighborhood.
Nah, I ain't like that. I ain't gonna lie.
And that's why.
We don't even see that.
You don't see that. Because they gonna talk shit. They gonna talk and see, when you go to city commissioner meeting, you gonna really find out what's going on in your hood. If you don't go there, they'll never promote that.
You just gotta know it's going on.
You just gotta know. They don't want you to come down there and raise hell, because they get money. They use the hood to get money, and they spend that shit elsewhere. One of the city commissioners that was on board at the time, he had a paint store. So anytime the city need paint, he'll go to his store. We stopped all that shit. That's a conflict of interest. So what I'm telling folk is, man, you got to get out there and make them folk do what they gonna do. And then if that ain't gonna happen, then you need to take care of your own. Fuck them. You don't really need their help if we all come together. But you know how that is. But at basically, it just got to a point where, you know, I saw the music business for what it really is.
And what you mean by that for the people that don't know?
I mean, just learning and understanding, like, how they use us to put all these negative ass messages out there, and got us, you know, sign a nigga for a couple dollars, run you all around the world, you know, own your masters and shit. This shit just like the plantation, dog. And a lot of people, you won't understand that as a jit. But as you going in and you see it, like, I done been to the meetings up there in Atlanta, in New York. New York where the checks are cut. Yeah. Anytime you go in New York, you getting a check. Anybody in the industry know that. But the thing is, once I saw how that shit was, man, and how, you know, they control so much shit, I just ain't want to be a part of that like that no more. You know, I just, at the end of the day, man, I knew once I come to the reality that I might not be a Drake or a big artist. You know, once I get that out of my system, I can go for what I know, and that's basically what I'm doing. To the point right now, I'm in a way better position than I've ever been in my whole career, because I control everything that I'm doing.
And Papa Dog, when did you feel like, to realize, damn, I like what I'm doing right here, and it's better than when I was doing? When did you realize that?
When I was able to make music and don't give a fuck what they playing in the club or what they playing on the radio. Because a lot of time, what people don't understand, artists follow trends sometimes not because they want to, but sometimes they have to. Yeah. You can't go to no DJ with some shit, and if that shit ain't finna come on behind the record he playing now and keep them moving, they not gonna play it. Unless you get in the streets and break it, and then once they could carry that wave over to the club. It's just, this is facts. So I don't give a fuck what nobody tell you. A real DJ gonna tell you that, unless they really fuck with you on that record. But at the end of the day, once the internet came about, it's a whole nother ball game. This shit fair game now. So having that old mentality of hustling to new, shit, they done fucked up. And
let them know, Papa, how do you use the internet for your advantage too?
Man, I'm gonna tell people, like I tell y'all, like I tell a lot of people, that phone is your stage. If you understand that phone is your stage, let's go back one more time.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you had MTV, BET, you know, you had maybe 4 to 5 outlets, radio, 4 to 5 outlets to get out there. Besides that, no one knew who the fuck you was.
Facts.
You had to go through BET, MTV, or radio stations and shit. That's payola. You could pay for that shit. Now, you had gatekeepers. They depicted what you heard and didn't hear.
Yeah. Basically, they said who was going to be the next star, basically.
Yeah, and that what made them control everything.
Yeah.
They can put out what they want to put out. You feel me? So what you hear that's be out at the time don't mean he the hottest. It's just he willing to bend over and get fucked a little more than the next motherfucker. Some nigga say fuck that, I ain't taking that shit. You had some nigga like, man, I ain't. But then you had some nigga like, shit, I take that little 100,000. So they knew, and that's why I say I don't respect that type of shit as far as like how they used to handle niggas and shit. Fast forward, internet done came. They can't control it no more.
Can't control it.
Look how many people done became millionaires just off the phone. From DC on Fly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these people, they so-called, they call them sensations. But you gotta understand, these dudes feeding their family. Doing what they love to do. This shit is a game changer. You feel me? Ain't no, it's still gatekeeping at some point. But at the same time, I'm gonna tell you like this here. This is why you hear about artists you never heard before still making money. Look on the BET Awards when they had the cypher. All them niggas that was spin on that cypher, I ain't never heard of damn one of them. But they eating in their area. They eat. So
whatever they doing on social media,
they eating. And the thing about it is, you got to understand this. Basically, what I did was I switched up from what I was doing to what I'm doing now, and say, listen, now that I'm doing what I'm doing, I switched into a lane that ain't got no traffic. You feel me? It was a 6-month plan, but it turned out to be almost a 2-year plan. But now I got an audience that fuck with me off what I do. And all I'm doing now is transferring what I talk about into music, different format. But it's like building a lake behind your house with fish in it. You just got a bunch of fish. You can go back there and fish. You ain't got to go nowhere.
Over there. Oh man.
You feel me? And as you build, shit, you scrape. That's it. But before, you had to go to the white folk, man, and fish out their shit. And they tell you how to fish, when to fish, how long to fish. You ain't got to do that no more.
And like, when did you know the transition from what, like, people were starting to listen to what you was saying and you was picking up a fan base off that too?
I mean, honestly, dog, to be real, I really did that at my shows. Like, I've always been to the type that I could talk to people. You feel me? One of the main reasons I still get booked to this day is because I can give a show. I don't just get up there saying little shit, go to the next song. Nah, we got real skits. We interact with the crowd. Like, man, I do shows. So I've always was able to talk to people when I do shows, and you know, and just give it to them. Man, I make a bitch cry and all, man. I done did shit, bro. I'm talking about these folks really. See, that's why I tell a nigga, a person can like your music, but they have to like you also.
Facts.
You feel me? And now it's even worse, because back in the day you could hear a song and don't know who the fuck it is and be like, I like that bitty jamming. Today, man, a bitch got to see you, know who you is, and fuck with you.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I've always had that gift. You know what I mean?
And right now, though, Papa, though, what you need them to be going to check out, what websites, what's going on, what they need to be looking, what's going on coming out in the future. Let us know.
Shit, man, y'all just check me out on my YouTube, my Instagram.
Let them know the YouTube.
YouTube is Papa Duck, just Papa Duck. And Facebook is facebook.com/Papa Duck fan page. Instagram is Papa Duck 561. And like I say, man, y'all can catch me on the net. I'm on that bit. You feel me? That ain't no issue.
And what about any songs they need to be looking out for in the mixtape?
Oh yeah, man, we just dropped Bill Gates. Go check that out. You know what I'm saying? And you'll understand what I mean. And like I say, no disrespect to the new artists or none of that shit, but it's just I come from an era where you had to be saying something. So, you know, I'm gonna stick with that. And, you know, I just feel like by us not being able to control our own craft as far as the music business, we're gonna always have to do what another bitch say do. So and now they gonna give the music business to the jits. I understand why, because at the end of the day, this shit go way deeper than music, man. It's like the motherfuckers who own the music companies, they fund private prisons. They own private prisons. And using us to put these messages out there to send motherfuckers to prison. This shit ain't got nothing to do with no craft no more, man. They don't give a fuck. As long as you look at the shit Future putting out there. And this on me. This ain't no podcast. This on me. Look at all Future's songs that he had on the radio. They all talked about drugs. You couldn't talk about no drugs back then. You couldn't say no. You couldn't do none of that shit back then. Now they pushing that agenda and it's working. So I just don't want to. I ain't want to be a part of that, man. I just want to be able to say something. Cause, you know, I just, like I said, I don't squat when I piss, my nigga. We just gonna stand on it, and that's what it is. And for those who know what time it is, they know what time it is. And I just hate the fact that niggas don't listen to music that make a bitch get in emotions no more. Ain't even no R&B no more.
That's fact. That's
like, think about it, man. This shit is just one big sound.
And they want to know too, though. You ain't lying, but I'm gonna throw you off track. But like, being you an OG in this game, so what you think about like the Young Dolph situation? Like, you feel me? Like, you know, you been in the game, been around, you know, all different states. Like, is it you like, you know, artists can't go back to their hood or can't go to their city, or you gotta move a certain way? How you feel about that situation? Then we got one more question, but we wouldn't want to, you know, leave out with that thought right there.
I mean, shit, it's proof in the pudding. You know, a lot of artists that have died in the last 10 years, they died in their own city. So that just shows you there. But like I tell niggas, man, you ain't got to prove nothing to nobody, bro. You feel me? And you have to be smart. Like when we was young playing football, we always wanted to go to NFL and build a big house. But I always knew like why niggas never did that shit. Now I see why, because you can't be around a group of people that's gonna sit and talk shit because they ain't get off their ass and you got off your ass. You got the same opportunity that man got. That man got off his ass, spent his time, did what he did, got what he got, and you hating. That's why I said only broke niggas hate. That's it. A nigga with money ain't got time, and a nigga with time ain't got money. That's it. And it's fucked up that you can't even go back to your own hood and show love, because as you see, man, dude seemed like he was a good guy and did a lot for people. But when you trying to help motherfuckers, bro, it's okay to help people, but you got to know when to not let your ego get in the middle of that shit. That shit'll get you killed, as you see. But it's fucked up, man, that shit happened in your own hood. It's fucked up, bro. And I wish that shit would stop, because most niggas be trying to, when you get a certain type of money, man, you got to move. It ain't that you want to move, bitch, you better move. Yeah. Don't sit there and let a bitch snake you, my nigga, or whatever, you know. And as you see, the last couple niggas who died in their hood. I tell a nigga like this, bro. It's about being smart, not hard. That street shit, to me, now that I know what I know, man, that shit ain't nothing, man. Ain't no loyalty in the street. You ain't getting no money behind it. Soon as you go to prison, they gonna fuck your old lady, they gonna fuck your baby mama. Ain't finna come see about you. I'm telling you facts, homeboy. Yeah, a lot of niggas in the streets right now ain't even organized to go against these crackers, dog. Because at the end of the day, but them folk go to work every day. Them folk got all type of things that they do to come get your ass. What you doing? If it's 5 of y'all ain't put no cash aside. Y'all ain't got no retainer. Y'all ain't got no rules. Y'all ain't saying, boy, if you go down, this what's gonna happen. Your bill's gonna get took care of. Your churn gonna be square. All you gotta do is sit in there, just chill. We got you. Man, ain't none of that shit.
That's true, not that. We don't want to go too crunk on their ass, but now this is the last.
My man.
No, real talk. And this is the last one right here, though. No, you know, you big ZB. You know, you big, like, you know, you Haitian representing out here. What you feel about, the new younger generation with the Kodak and the Jack Boy, what they going through right now?
Man, it's the same thing, man, for us, like, you know, when man, I'm gonna say, if you was living in them 80s, dog, as a Zoe, and you saw where that shit was and where it's at today, you respect it. Because I got picked at just because of my name. My name is Weekends. Bitch pick at you about your name. They pick at you how you dress. Dog, my dad used to come around. My cousin pick at me how he dressed. It just, bro, as a Zoe went through so much shit. That's why a lot of that frustration just, you know. Then you got them young Zoes that's here now. Boy, they crunk. They on a whole nother level. But to see them boys going through what they going through, man, I really wish them boys to squash that shit. Cause it's a bigger movement than that, bro. Knowing where, you know, where a nigga come from, bro. That shit like union, like force for real. It ain't got to be about no who got this, who got it. Cause at the end of the day, bro, we have to stick together, cuz.
Okay, then. And what you want to let them know before you get out of here, too, though?
Man, like I say, man, I appreciate everybody ever fuck with me, man, on any level. You feel me? And like I tell niggas, man, what you put into the universe, man, it comes back as a reflection, man. Don't be scared to do shit. Time in equals time out. So basically, don't waste your life, my nigga. It ain't like you gonna die. Come back and continue where you left off at. If it's something you want to do, man, do it. Don't let nothing stop you, my nigga. Like, I don't give a fuck what it is or who it is. That's just my thing, man. Just live a legacy for your family, my nigga. Straight up.
What you mean? Okay, then. Tippie Toe Podcast. Y'all know what it is, man. It's what we do. It's what we does. Okay, then. Had to bring that boy. Legendary Florida shit. What you mean? Okay, then. Till next time. Tippie Toe, y'all know what it is. Glade.
Straight up.